Hey, hello and good evening, everyone. I'm Forecaster John Bordash with you still here in the Storm Center this evening as we now approach 5 o'clock, continuing to keep an eye on everything that we have going on across the region. We saw a pretty active afternoon. We saw several tornado warnings across the area. I think I counted like 6 or 7 over our 2-hour coverage span. Things have quieted down some, but we have been learning over the last couple of hours about the extensive, significant, and widespread damage that has occurred in the Annapolis area due to a tornado that did indeed touch down. We've seen widespread reports of damage to South River High School, to the Edgewater area, on over towards Rivia, and in parts of Annapolis. So we have seen a very devastating weather day across our region. We had another report of a confirmed tornado move through the Newburgh and Allen's Fresh area. So we are continuing to watch the severe weather threat. It is not over just yet. We remain under a tornado watch for the next 2 hours. All the counties shaded in red. Some of the good news is that areas out west have seen their tornado watch get dropped as we head further in time here. So we do still, though, have the tornado watch for all of our region. We do see we have these cells that are currently trying to move through the region right now, and then this line back to the west that still needs to come through. Once that finally works through, we should be good. So I think we will begin to see this tornado and significant weather threat really wind down by the time we head on over towards let's call it like 9, 10 o'clock or so. We will likely still have areas of rain move through, though, so we will keep that in mind. Actually, if I send you over here to our Futurecast, which I have the 3 o'clock run from, you can see that it shows that 5 o'clock we have scattered storms around. The placement might be a little off. I mean, we come over here, the storm it has in northern Calvert County is actually in Charles County, but not too bad of a job. But we can see as we push forward here that Futurecast does keep that threat of showers and thunderstorms through 5 o'clock, going into 6 o'clock, seeing another ramp up as we head on over towards 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. So this won't be necessarily a cut and dry thing. I don't think that the severe weather threat's over. I don't know if we'll see more tornado warnings get issued. Our tornado threat remains very high across the region. So any of these storms will have the potential to rotate in our region as we head throughout the day or throughout the evening. So let's go ahead. Let's hop back in here towards radar. Let's take a look. We see these storms right now. Are any of them rotating right now? We do have a little bit of rotation in some of these storms. Well, the one I'm actually really looking at is up here, once again, in Annapolis. We've been watching this storm over the last little bit. We can see where we have our greens and reds touching up in here, indicating some rotation. That's been there for a while. We do have an ongoing tornado warning on the eastern shore to the east now of Cambridge, west of Salisbury. That's tracking towards Delaware. But none of the storms in our region right now are rotating, which is good news. We do have areas of heavy rain, though, and actually if we were to turn on the rainfall amounts that we have seen across parts of the region, I need to get that loaded up, we can see some areas saw decent amounts of rain today that kind of went over my thinking of what some places could see in some spots. So let me go ahead. Let's switch this on over here to I need to bring up this. I need to bring up this and bring up this. So this should be giving us an idea here of the rainfall amount. So you can see this blue stripe here. That is that storm that produced a tornado here in Newburgh and then produced a tornado up here in Annapolis. It was one continuous storm that we really tracked all afternoon here on the live stream, and we can see some of these spots got upwards of that 1 to 3 inches. Many spots today have seen rain, not necessarily over an inch, but many places have indeed seen rain. So the goal today is to get out of or get through the next 3-4 hours with no tornado warnings. That is the goal, and I think that's 100% doable, but we will need to watch. I mean, we have these storms moving through right now that need to get through here. These will be prone to rotate. They aren't at the moment, but that doesn't mean they won't. And then we have this additional line back here to the west. It's more of a broken line, so it's not like a squall line moving through. This is just going to be that last push of moisture, I think. And then we do begin to clear out by about midnight tonight. So I really think we need to get through the next 3 or 4 hours and we should be good. I don't think we're talking really about an overnight tornado threat. I really think by midnight we should be good to go in many locations. But we will continue to watch this over the next several hours. So if I bring it back over here to Futurecast, which you'll be able to see, is kind of how our futurecast shows everything shaping up. We've seen a decent amount of sunshine actually break out across the region this afternoon, which does add to that severe weather potential, which could allow some of these storms to linger as we head towards 8, 9 o'clock, because that's going to be adding extra fuel to the fire in the atmosphere. So we could see that be a potential, but by the time we head towards midnight, 1, 2 a.m., we should be dry. So we will watch this threat. Again, the tornado threat remains elevated. Our entire region does remain. Let me turn this off. That's the timeline for you, but much of our region does still remain in this enhanced risk of seeing a potential tornado for the next couple of hours. So it's going to be imperative that you stay weather aware as we head through the rest of today, because I do think that, things could still get rather dangerous pretty quickly. So stay aware, stay with JB Weather for the latest information. I'll have updates on Facebook, on Twitter at JB_weather, and on Instagram at JB Weather, and as of course over on the website. So I wanted to give you this quick update right now so you know where things are. There isn't much really to post about at the moment. I'm currently utilizing this time to eat my dinner, so and I have, but I just wanted to give you this quick update and let you know where things stand. So stay with JB Weather. I'll continue to keep you updated on any new warnings or any new critical updates. I'll be back here with you live to keep you updated. But in the meantime, I'm Forecaster John Bordash. Thank you for joining me right now. We're going to watch for this potential to see if we do indeed see some additional severe storms between now and about 8 or 9 o'clock.
Check the forecast anytime online at jbweather.net.